Got your wizard on my wand, I just finished the Nuzlocke. Yeah, I'm farting on my roommate's door, I'm not gonna knock. Wearing Wiz shirts in public so the Wiz babes all flock. Bitch, I'm maxed out, why'd you hit 7 and fucking stop? Dahlia is my mom, she just helped me grow my deck. Hit her castle, she all on my Wiz. Insane bolt the tech, make her drink my potion. Got pilk running down her fucking neck. Zinky taught the Kraka Sutra, now I'm running up a check. I can talk to these women, oh shit, I just fucking rizzled. Can't even tie my shoes, she still wants my little wizard. Woman more like Mander, I'll talk to my little lizard. Zarek gave me the strats, now I'm all up in her gizzard.
What's up, losers? Give me a second. Give me a second. Un minuto, por favor. All right. I need music. To not be copyrighted. Holy shit, that's loud. Alright, what's up, losers? Do I have any special awards? No, to be honest. Who even won the PvP tournament? Honestly, I think the fact that you, Jeffrey, island leader, actually, winner gets an invite to the island. You know what, Orca? You can get an invite to the island hideaway anytime. No, dude, I know I haven't streamed for the past 2 days. I didn't stream last night because I watched I wasn't gonna stream Saturday because I uploaded Saturday, and then I was gonna stream yesterday. But I want to watch the Patriots game, and then I went to watch the Patriots game, and then the Patriots game ended, and I was like, I don't know, it's pretty late, and I was also like in pure bliss seeing Drake May. But Drake May honestly had a pretty shitty game. For Drake May standards, it actually was like, it was also kind of just a boring game. I mean, Drake May, it was not a Drake May level performance. He did what he had to do, though. A win's a win, bro. Yeah, Drake May won. Justin Herbert also got murdered. I usually don't feel like general remorse for like the other team, but so and then also because this weekend was double reagents. So I did a fucking psychopathic amount of breadcrumbing. I breadcrumbed for I don't even want to think about how many fucking hours. So I got this guy up to Mega and then Ultra. He got, I think, Pain Giver at whatever. He got Pain Giver at Mega. He either got Pain Giver or Death Giver. So we're kind of going to have to socket Dealer, which is annoying because it's impossible to get Dealer jewels. That's the other shit I was doing. Was I did a little bit of couch potato farming. So I was like, oh, I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone just to get a freaking Dealer jewel. Those shits are so rare. I only got 1. You can craft Dealer, can you? Dude, I breadcrumbed actually, and then I breadcrumbed, not breadcrumbed. I breadcrumbed I have to show you the most tragic pet fail I've ever had. Hands down the most tragic pet fail I've ever fucking had. It's a recipe that has a random chance of getting Dealer. The thing is, I'll farm the like lightning bugs and Imperia for it. I was kind of like hesitant to do them because I was like, can I really solo them on like consistently on level 70 death? It was so easy. I blade into Crow and they have no chance. Like I've never been below 2k health. But bro, let me show you this pet I had. Actually, most tragic fail of all time. You can't, yeah, because I'd sound off. Bro, because I've been grinding, bro. Can't have... Is the game even... What the fuck? Yeah, it's loud as fuck. Why is it so loud? Okay, look at this fucking pet I made.
Ask Sir Jean-Paul Jouster.
Have you ever seen something this tragic? Is there not music? Oh my god, I've just been jamming out to the music by myself. Yeah, that was not fucking nice. That was really actually not cool. Why isn't this working? Bro, is this not the most tragic pet fail you've ever fucking seen? Dude, for context, I was going for a Willcast Vampire Train pet, and it got calculating at Mega. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What even is that? The other thing is, that pet could have gotten, like, even if it gets, like, Death Giver or Pain Giver or something, it's probably, like, I probably don't make another one. Like, I probably am like, okay, let's chill. Why is there a lock near Vampire? So that's why I was doing so much pet training during double reagents. Because I was trying to get enough tokens to unlock this. But the thing is, once this pet failed, I was like, I kind of lost motivation. So I stopped going for it. We got pretty lucky, though. We doubled doing death tokens. So if we want to go after Train Vampire, this is definitely reachable now. I got like a bulk of it done. I got like the majority of it done. Oh, dude, the recipe for that shit is it's actually so insanely time consuming. You should craft Dealer. It's mega cheap. Is it actually? But the thing is, I'll craft it if I farm. I don't even know how many couch. I think I got like up to 5 couch potatoes. My couch potato luck always sucks. Yeah, I got 5. I'll craft it if once I've like farmed for a decent couch potato farm. They're just like, nah, you know. Why do people make Maycast pets? I never get it. They are insanely good. At like higher levels, you probably like would just rather go with the extra damage and like flat resistance shit. Because it's more consistent. But like a pet like this, if it... Dude, even this pet is like still really good. It just had to get Unicorn here. If it gets Unicorn or Pixie or the other sprite, it's such a good pet, but whatever. What's up, Emily? They also fall off later into the game. Unless you have incoming and outgoing heal. Because when you have like 20k health, a 400 heal isn't nearly as... It's not like as high of a percentage of your health, you know? But they are very good for deathless runs. Dude, especially for fights where you get hit spammed. Like the Cravenly fights. Will cast pets are busted. Very, very good. Dude, I was looking at it. Like the world record Wii Sports. Did I ping the Discord? The world record Wii Sports. I say world record, but like the lowest Wii Sports round of 18 I've seen is only like 30-ish under, like low 30s under. But on the Switch version, someone shot a 41 under. So maybe at some point I like try to do that or something. I don't know. On the Switch too. Dude, but this Friday I have a really fun drinking stream idea. I'm gonna try to do a Pokemon Drunken Nuzlocke, but in Pixelmon.
Mash you and smash you and crash you.
Skill issue? It was definitely a skill issue. But like, I do think if I like practiced, even on Wii Sports Resort, if I got like a good amount of practice, it would be pretty easy. You know what I mean? That's what I meant to say. I meant to say Cobblemon. I just went in and installed all the mods and shit that I needed. I like have it set up. Bro, Cobblemon looks so lit. I watched I randomly got recommended a I don't know if you guys know Killdozer. He makes like funny like eating challenges. I randomly got recommended his Cobblemon. He was streaming it, bro. It looks so sick. I was just like, I didn't want to do too much in it because I want to do it mostly on stream. But I was making sure the mods worked. And then I also got a mod that like will randomly, like we can do the badge quest and shit. But I was just like running around just like making sure it all worked, bro. It looks so, it's going to be so fun. Dude, the animations, it's also just like, I don't know, maybe this is just me from like, I love Pixelmon, because Pixelmon to me was always like the ideal, like what I wanted, like my dream Pokemon game, you know? When I was a kid, and I was like playing fucking Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and shit, I always thought it would be so cool if this was like an open world survival game, you know? And you got to like live around the Pokemon. So like watching Killdozer, wow, dude, I was so sick. The spawns are so cool. I played a little bit of Poke MMO. It's just hard to get into, I thought. I don't know. My problem also, honestly, is like I like Pokemon. I don't love Pokemon. You know? I really like some Pokemon. You know, I indulge. But I like the 2D games have kind of lost their charm for me. Not lost their charm. I just like I don't really have a desire to go play them, you know. To me, what was always my favorite, like why I liked Pokemon as a kid was like not knowing everything and kind of sucking at the game, and it was like fun to like explore the world, and you never knew what Pokemon you were gonna encounter. And I feel like I'm just like too cynical of an unk now to enjoy that.
There's a picture of a bird.
Now, take what you've collected to Wayland Noy in Abbey Road. He should be able to use these materials to smith a new mount.
What's up, Camilla? Here's my problem, right, with them switching to 3D. This is like I get the art, right? But like I think you could make cool 3D art. The problem is when you have like a little 2D town where there's like 4 buildings, it's like okay. Like it doesn't like feel lame. But when you bump that shit up to 3D and all of a sudden Twin Leaf Town still only has 3 houses, it's like okay, this is a little like, you know, I wish you're gonna let me do it, like I wish I could explore more. That's what I always like. I never got about Pokemon. It's like it's like that's why I think Pixelmon would be so fucking sick. And Cobblemon, because it's like an open world where you get to like run around and build shit and like be around Pokemon. But then it's like now it's like, you know, I don't really think the 3D, but you still only have 3 houses. I don't know. It's just like doesn't excite me as much. I think that's one thing Wiz has made me appreciate, though. Or not appreciate, like, made me realize. It's like, there's a difference between just having, like, clean graphics and, like, a really good art direction. I feel like Avalon, like, honestly, like, texture-wise, isn't that good looking of a world. But its art design and its colors are just, like, it has such a clear direction. This is the best looking fucking Wiz world. It's not even close. And everything, like, looks like it belongs. Avalon is just peak Wiz art direction. I get to see this hunk of a bear man every time I... every time I teleport. Vibes are high in this world. Like, I love Avalon. Definitely my favorite second arc world. Bro, I'm telling you, Avalon cuts down on the insane amount of backtracking you have to do throughout it, where you just like shit like this, where you're just running constantly for like a couple minutes. Cuts out, you know, its second arc boring filler, and makes the final dungeon a little bit harder, and makes the Sword of Kings like the fucking metal wand for this level. This world's S tier. It's actually so close.
You scoop up another. Hello.
It's so close, bro. You just have to make this. Even if the only audit they made to this world was the Sword of Kings became like the S tier weapon, it would be so sick.
I see you.
Dude, I also feel like if that was like, it would fix a lot of like the motivation problem. Oh shit. Gotta switch realms. Like a lot of the problems I think this game has is like at times it's so unmotivating to quest. And like if you just made the weapon you get for completing this world like really good, it would be such a great incentive for people to like naturally just want to progress through the game. it needs more than 10 damage now. Bro, why not? Like, what would it realistically do now at this point in the game? When everything is so power crept, this game is so easy, and no one low-level PvPs anymore. What honestly would happen if you just made it 15 damage? Like, why would how would that not be a good, you know? What is the downside? What's up, Kuno? Yeah, but like, why not? Like, why not just fucking make it broken? What do you have to lose, bro? It's also like genuinely in the grand scheme of things, even if you like gave it fucking 30 damage, it doesn't matter. You know? Like, it's not like it's not like this game's balanced anyways. It's already too fucking easy, bro. Fuck it, give it 20 damage. Why not? What's up, Kuno? I appreciate you.
Here, take the shoes. Stop hitting us. We gave your hammer to the big
Oh, but like,
listen to flavor. What the hell?
dude, this is the other thing I realized too. Like, now that I have, dude, this isn't even a meta pet. I could right now on this wizard have 10 more resist and a little bit, I think a little bit more damage, which is crazy. I could be at 100 damage in 36 universal resist. No, I could be at like 40 universal resist. If I had the Waterworks hat, Waterworks robe, and I got a pet with a Defy, I'd have this. I'd be unkillable. Oh, I forgot prisms. I once saw some high-level players farm red caps. Usually if high-level players come back and are farming like a random street mob, it's some niche jewel. Yo, Ram Goat with the Prime. Appreciate it. Shout out. I started playing again because watching you, I'm so sorry, Cat. Run while you still can't. I mean, I'll check.
Daddy!
Red Caps WIZARD101. What do they drop? They have Death Giver. Death and Life Giver and Ice Giver. Party Opal. I don't even know what that does, to be honest. I mean, sometimes people just be like looking for weird shit. Like maybe they were like wanted the square pedestal for housing. You never know. Also, if it's double reagents sometimes, and like you want like a weird reagent, people will just fart. I don't know. Energy Opal, also pretty common thing people will just randomly farm for. Yeah, or they were badge hunting. Something along those lines. I am allowed to farm for gear, but it has to like follow all the other rules, you know? I'm just gonna go. What's up, Undead? I appreciate you. One day. I don't know. I mean, part of the problem... I'm not, like, against the idea of attempting the third arc one day. But, like, I'd have to take a break after the second arc. Partially, too, because, like, the video for the second arc, if I wasn't even going to do the second arc in one long video, but I probably will now, if I can beat this. That video is going to be long as fuck. So, like, including the third arc in that probably wouldn't be realistic. Run it back on a storm. I mean, like, dude, we're still not even past, like, what I think are the 2 hardest dungeons in the game. So, like, I still think the hardest shit's still in front of us. So it's one of those things where it's like, once we get through that, we can talk about, like, doing some... Oh, I should have prismed. We can talk about something crazy like doing this on a storm, you know? You gotta walk before you can run. I mean, I'd realistically just fucking continue off of my storm run. Do you think you need a rule change at all for a storm these deep into the game? The problem storm it would have compared to a death or a life or a super tanky school. What the problem you have with like a fire in storm is that every fight becomes like something you have to like be super actively like, I'm going to pay attention and not throw. Which like it sounds stupid, but that makes the run so much harder. Even if it's like a fight like this, where like if you prep and shit, you like hook up like a good strat, you'll definitely like, you shouldn't lose. But the fact that like you could lose in a fight like this on a storm is like what makes it really hard. What are the hardest? Ghost, Avalon, and Zobaba? I mean, I've already... Nothing... Mirror Lake is... I think if I had to rank the dungeons, there's obviously the Ender Chrysalis is one. The Ender Chrysalis... Because the other thing about the Ender Chrysalis is I'm going to be level locked at 90. So I'm going to be way fucking under-leveled. I mean, it's probably galleries might be harder than the Morganth fight. Probably are. And then I think Zobalba is the second hardest. I think people really underrate Zobalba. Yo, Mars Rover with the Prime, appreciate it.
You got it all. You done well, Wizard. Take me hammer to that crafty wailing noise. Best of luck.
Nah, I won on Wizlocke at level 2. At part 2. Because you end up at like a weird level. I think it'll be way cleaner to be at 90 than like whatever, you know, like because you hit 100 like midway through part 2, right? Like I don't really want to be level up to like 97.
You got one.
Morningstar seems cute in a demon beast kind of way.
I was at 99 when I finished part 1. But like the thing you gotta also think of, I'm gonna be lower than that. It's like, I haven't done any side dungeons, any side content. We'll see. See where I end up, type shit. Bro, here's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, right? Like, this is a PvE game for the most part. It's a co-op game, you know. It's never been hard, right? If you enjoy doing side quests and farming for every little piece of gear, and that's what you get out of, like, enjoyment wise out of this game, bro. Don't let anyone tell you to play differently. Me personally, I like making it like insanely difficult with self-imposed rule sets or beating it in weird ways and like not doing any of the side content. And like once I go through the story once, I couldn't give less of a shit about it. But like everyone, there are some people that like play this game exclusively for the lore, bro. If that's what you enjoy about oh my god, Death Dispel is kind of toxic. If that's what you enjoy about this game, bro, don't let anyone try to tell you to play it differently. But, like, not my thing. No? I think they got rid of Myth Imp in, like, most of... They revamped, like, Celestia and Zafaria decks. How hard would challenge runs be if treasure cards were banned? So this is what I'm thinking about doing for the Switch release. I want to create a challenge that is, like, the equivalent of a Kaiso-Ironmon for WIZARD101. Where we take the Wizlocke rule set and we make it like so much more bullshit, unfair, completely very RNG dependent, and we make a Kaiso-Ironmon equivalent of WIZARD101. Kaiso-Ironmon is so cringe, to be honest. But imagine a Wiz version of that where it's like it comes down to like you're not allowed to buy treasure cards. You're only allowed to use treasure cards you're dropped. And like, you know, no, you're not allowed to equip gear or something ridiculous. And then it's just like, it would just take like 1,000+ attempts. Like, we go the extreme of like, it would rely on like an insane amount of luck. Would you be able to beat that challenge in your lifetime? Probably not. But, like, imagine absolutely no side quests, right? Crafting's banned. Crafting's banned. Z quests are banned. Or you, like, only get a couple training points the entire game from naturally leveling. And, like, you also could do it where you're not allowed to equip anything. Or something fucking stupid. What about spell quests? You can ban spell quests. Boop, boop, boop. Ugh. It exists, ban it. A no gear. I mean, there wouldn't be a level lock aspect to it. Because that's kind of the I wouldn't want a lower luck aspect to it. No AoE spell. I think it would be cool, like maybe not that extreme. But like I kind of like the idea of like you cannot buy anything. So not even from vendors. So like shields become like valuable commodities, right? Because then it also adds an interesting aspect of Wiz that I think is lost. Of like type up matchups actually kind of mattering a little bit. You know what I mean? Now like I don't want to ban like shields. But I think having to beat the game naked would be funny. Like, you're not allowed to equip anything. Just base stats. You have to thug it out. I had a lot of ads for this game growing up, but I never played it. Did I miss out? I mean, I think this game's fun. It's my favorite game of all time. But, like, I don't think it's a game, like, you know... I think it's a game you can still pick up today and have fun with. But, like, it's definitely fucking flawed. It's not perfect. We do a roulette for viewers to add a random rule. No. I don't trust any of you. Would you beat Belloc without wand hits? That would have to be a first arc only challenge. But like without gear, you're completely reliant on treasure card drops and shit. Would be so fun. What's up, chicken? Mirror Lake, I definitely got below like 25% of my total health. Mirror Lake is definitely the closest, I think. Excluding like, I think in Croc. Ooh, that's actually, I wish I could lock treasure cards. In Croc, I think there was like a point where I like... could have died if they casted the right spell. Or maybe in Mushu or something. But second arc, it's definitely been Mirror Lake. Dude, I'm actually like, I was so hyped that the Bills won. I think that's going to be such an easier matchup for the... That was such a good draw for the Patriots. I would not want to play the Bills. Pretty epic. Pretty epic. The Bears suck. Can I be the bearer of... Oh, the bearer? You see what I did there? Can I be the bearer of bad news? The Bears fucking suck. I totally did the, oh, this game's over, you know? Because I was watching it downstairs, like, whatever, with my dad was watching it, and I was just kind of sitting on the couch, just like, whatever, scrolling on fucking TikTok and kind of half watching it. And then Caleb Williams threw that, they had that 4th and 1 play where his receiver got bumped or whatever, and he just threw the back-footed pick. And I went, nah, this game's over. And I went upstairs and started grinding more fucking breadcrumbs. And then my friend, who's a Packers fan, who sent some shit in the group chat, like, I'm go whatever. Like, this is the worst day of my life.
A map to the brisk land of Nodor. There are pictures of woolly mammoths and frozen Fomori. It doesn't sound that appealing to you.
I don't know. I was also really happy the Eagles lost. Now, honestly, like, obviously I want the Patriots to win it. But, like, I don't think there's a team left in the playoffs that if they won... Like, I don't want the Rams to win it, actually. But even then, if the Rams won it, I wouldn't be too upset. I don't really care. Like, dude, if the Bears win it, even if the fucking Broncos win it, if the Texans win, I, like, could not care. I'd be kind of happy either way. Now that the Jags are out, I think... I'd be okay with a Bears. I think a Bears Super Bowl would be legendary. I just don't think they're very good. I don't think that's the other thing though, is like, I think the games gave me actually a very, like, I'm much more confident in the Patriots. Because no one looked good. And not that no one looked unbeatable. There was no one that I was like, wow, they're peaking at the right time. No. Bro, I'm kind of... Can I get that Dahlia doll? I'm kind of upset that I was like... Dude, I wanted to get it on stream when it was out. And then someone's like, oh no, it's like really small. Like, don't even bother. Like, you can barely see it. And then I forgot that you can just like make shit bigger with magic. And now I feel so stupid. Bruh. Now, how do I get it? Is it still out there?
Aye. Greetings, Wizard. Greetings, Wizard. We are hard pressed by the Fraudlings.
I just like, now I'm like the loser who doesn't have the Dahlia freaking body pillow, you know? Now everyone's gonna... Now I'm like the loser, bro. If there's one thing I needed in my life, it's more freaking life-size plushes. Everyone's gonna think I'm so lame. Don't have Dahlia. Gardevoir can get jealous. That's fine. Love is love, you know? At the end of the day. I am who I am. What's up, Truth Solvent? I'll watch this drive. Yeah, I don't know. And that was the other thing about the Avalon stream is like, do I make it a drinking stream? I think it would work from the perspective of like, I could mix the fact that I've done a drunken Minecraft video and a drunken Pokemon Nuzlocke and just like combine the two and the rules and stuff. But like, it'd be kind of hard. I don't know, because I feel like it's gonna have to be a really long stream. So I'd probably have to do more of the Pokemon drinking rules than like the Minecraft run ones. You know? I didn't watch any of the game, to be honest. Drink every time you cast Crow? I think I would die.
Well done, Wizard.
I was there. I didn't really watch it. But to be fair, I don't know. You can't, like, really spectate PvP. Unless, I guess I could have, like, I don't know. I was, like, sitting on the ledge with my photomancy camera kind of rigged up so I could, like, see on top of the circle. But, like, there wasn't, like, a spectate option. There's a button to spectate it? Okay, I didn't know that, to be... Oh. Did you pre-order that Pokemon Lego set? Lego Pikachu? Lego Eevee? I'm not a huge Lego guy. I love, which is funny because I fucking love Bionicles. I would sell my firstborn child for Bionicles. Not a huge Lego fan.
Wizard, I'll drink the magic from your tears.
What's the my brother has a bunch of like, my brother's more into like this shit, and he sent me like a picture of the Bionicle Lego set that just came out, or that came out pretty recently. What was it called? I don't know. I was like, damn, I would have bought that. Dude, I had a fucking degenerate streak of for a while of buying sealed Bionicles. I still have a couple sealed Bionicles. Yeah, they stopped making them. Which is so tragic. Bionicles were so cool. I don't know what time Wiz is dropping. That's a good question. That was 1K. That's wild. I had the PS2 Bionicle game, never got past level 1. Sorry, that's probably a pretty big skill issue. Is that I played that game recently for a video, and that game is really not that hard. It's really not actually like that hard at all. Unless I'm thinking of a different one. I remember the downhill section having like a really hard time with it as a kid. And then it was either you had to jump or you had to like hold the button so something would track. And my brother came over and he was like, "You're an idiot. Like, you just have to do this." And then I was like, oh. Is the run even losable at this point? That resist was insane. I only have 25 resist. It only did 100 damage because it went through a -70. Yeah, I would guess it comes out at midnight. Usually, King's Isle's on Central Time for everything. But they give a time at Central Time in the US. So whatever time midnight on the 12th is. Maybe in a couple hours? I really don't know. They'll probably just do it whenever the fuck they feel like it. Oh, I wish I got to see Dusty lose. That would have been awesome. is so broken for PvP. Dude, it's like what's killed the freaking queue, right?
Please don't turn me into a newt.
Isn't there's someone was saying there's some combo of like s'mores into something that has just like fire literally 3-round storm with no counterplay. That's kind of funny. Kind of hilarious. What makes it's something to do with like a s'mores combo or something. Hey Zared, I just started playing WIZARD101. I can't beat the Evo guy at the start. You know what? Just like, honestly, like you can't beat the tutorial. Honestly, just like uninstall it probably. And go play like Roblox or something. Probably your best course of action. It's funny, Storm kind of sucks now. When I really got back into Wiz, like, right around the end, like, when Mirage came out, like, Mirage Imperial, like, when Dragoon was, like, meta set, bro, Storm was, like, the shit. Like, everyone had, all the cool kids were max Storms, and now they kind of just get shit on. Dude, Storm also just like doesn't it just not get the most damage anymore? Or it gets the most damage, but it just like doesn't really get that much pierce, so it's like not even really the best hitting skill anymore, which is so funny.
For something called the Hanging Stones Bridge, they sure appear to be lying inert on the ground.
Yeah, that's like what is Storm supposed to do well then? What? Oh no, bro. They have the highest damage spells? But isn't that like, that's only part of it, right? You need big damage number as well. Dude, the only reason, at least from the only reason I made a Storm is because when freaking I would go and I would look at freaking, like, during the Darkmoor days, you would go look at the Storm and they'd have the biggest damage number. Yeah, it used to be like, you go look at the Storm and this was like, back then it was meta to run crits on your pet. So, like, pets would only usually be like, you know, 2 damage talents, proof, and crit. And it's like, dude, Blaze Lifehammer has a level 100 gear guide, and he does, I think he barely has over 100 damage, which is crazy to think about. Bro, you saw someone with triple digit damage back then, or they were like a god. It was like, that was like the, oh my, is that even possible? I'm talking about Darkmoor final dungeon days. I remember when Dragoon came out, and I got my death up to like, it might have been like 130 damage. And that was when I was like a fucking, I was balling, you know? I was like, everything maxed. You looked at me and they're like, wow, you know, I would go flex in the commons and shit. 130 damage. And now it's like, what is the damage cap? 250? 250 with enough pierce to just hit through shields? Needed that Halloween guitar wand for max crit back then too. 265? Shit. God damn. Those were the days.
And there is something out there in the darkness. Something terrifying. Something that will not stop me.
It's crazy how fast the creep has happened, too. Like, from 2008 till... I mean, when did to like 2020. They only were really they only gave out like 130-ish damage. And now you can get 260. Like, it's just doubling, you know? In 4 years, we're going to be up to 500. Level 190 damage is going to be around 300. It's fucking insane. I think what's, like, more worrying about that, though, is, like, not worrying, but, like, the reality of it is, like, a lot of that damage also has just, like, At-Vastic gear is so good now. Light school pips. Damn, you would live. Bro, it's about a max Tempest me. That's actually the most toxic thing I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes. This guy's got a portrait of himself in his house. It's wild. I should get a portrait of myself for the wall. Dude, I'm at like 100 damage and I'm not in meta gear. And I don't even have dealer on my pet yet. I would have 108 damage on this character with dealer. Wild. My resist is just dookie shit. Kyla, I appreciate you. This is the OG WIZARD101 Batman reference. Wait, he is called the Dark Knight. The crit rework is the perfect example of something like I just don't think they fucking considered how it would retroactively affect content. But it also just changed how crits interact at a low level, which just made it so much worse. You know? Fuck, I still need to pull a prism. Where the fuck is that playing from? Oh, because I was playing it from my... That's on me, gang. Okay, your Wraith did 361 damage. Let's see how much mine does. Okay, checks out. I'm glad. I think the Patriots have the best matchup. I don't think. I mean, I guess no. I don't think there was a better way everything could have gone for them. Yeah, mine did a tad more. I don't know. We've kind of just been questing, to be honest. Nothing crazy has happened.
All creatures feel fear. Please don't meet me outside this place. All creatures feel fear. Please don't hurt me. Meet me outside this place of my defeat, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
Bro is bruising it up. Can I get this painting of him somehow? Dude, that's such a crazy fucking painting to have in your own house. Is that a housing item you can get somehow? Like, even just like the pictures in this world are like really cool. These houses where they add the little extra detail where you can like go up them and shit. Is it really Jabberwock time?
You need to find them.
I meant more so that I would way rather play the Texans or the Steelers over the Bills. I think the Broncos kind of got fucked from the Bills winning. The Texans defense is so good. Okay, Drake Maylover, you gotta believe. I think it's crazy to rather play the Bills. I think that would be a crazy take. The underrated part about Denver, though, is I do think they have such a crazy home field advantage. I don't know. Alright. It'd be so real.
Into the Jabberwock's lair. You hear some whiffling.
I've called the Jabberwock fraud. I don't even remember what this dude does. I don't even remember, bro's cheat. At the end of the third round and every third round after, he will cheat cast an enhanced version of Meteor Strike that does 1500 damage, which gives you a 200 universal trap that will appear on him afterwards. At the start of the sixth round and every third, he will cheat cast a version of Cleanse Ward. Okay, so you pretty much just fucking blade up. You spam fire shields. You blade up and then you hit him on the fifth round. Is what I'm gathering here. Is there any reason that would be wrong? This guy has always felt to me very fraudulent. I have death prisms in my main. Good comms. I think this guy's a fraud.
The jaws that bite, the claws that
I don't think I want a small deck here. I genuinely think I dunk on go. It is a little annoying he goes first and just starts with 7 million pets splitting. Getting the round one elephant is kind of annoying. He drops 4 Arc 2 spell elements per battle. Like barely any. Alright. Now we just fuck off and buff a lot. I really don't even need to buff that much. The other reality. What round is it? No, it can't be round 2. This has to be round 3. Because I bladed twice and I shielded once. Okay, buddy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. What? Probably should have fire shielded there. Oh no, that fight was so hard. God, dude, Jabberwock is really up there with Belloc in terms of mid-world difficult fights. Gee whiz. Dude, a 200% trap is crazy. Like, I think that's all. Even if that's like a minus, or even if it's a 70 or something, that fight's at least respectable. Bro, didn't even get boss music. Ume beat him on a level 1. I feel like that would be a really easy fight to do. Not really easy, but like, of all the boss fights to do on a level 1 in the second arc, I feel like the one where he gives you a 200% blade is probably like one of the easier ones.
You look brighter, wizard.
Yeah, but I think anything on a level 1 is going to be like real hard. Didn't Gume do Mirror Lake on a level 1? I feel like level 1 Mirror Lake is like infinitely times more impressive than Jabberwock level 1. I think Mirror Lake is like at least 100 times cooler than beating the Jabberwock.
Respect.
Jobber Wash. I'm a level 153 on balance. When do I unlock the plus 300 enchant? I think like 50 levels ago, probably, right? Is the I think you got it 50 levels ago. 70 levels maybe. $110. I don't even. Who do you get it from again? Celestian guy in Arcanum. Can you just go pick it up?
When you defeat... It bobs and the faux firelight seems to understand your quest. It illuminates a path for you, right into the Lost Abbey.
Wonder where we are quest line wise.
By the horned crown, who disturbs my melancholy? I shall feed on your mana and leave your body a husk for the beetles.
Damn, we're only on 76. Wild. Bruh. Damn, get dono walled, kid. Blocko, dumb stupid, dumb stupid. I have to buff. Why do you have so many pips? What is going on here? What is going on here? Damn. What's going, Scoob? Now we go. And we go. Bang. I'd probably want Indiana to win it. I don't really care. I just like I'm such a butthurt freaking raging baby when it comes to NIL that I don't really even care. You know? I don't really watch college football. Have I gotten Fury? I don't think that was meant for me to read. I want an energy ring. Yo, why that ring kind of good? Never mind, it ass. Yeah, you gotta feel for the Jaguars. Gotta feel for them.
You heard me.
Rainbow fountain.
The arcane water from the rainbow fountain sparkles with its own light.
I'm a Patriots
Collect
fan.
a sample. You hope it will be enough.
Big one.
Etten.
Fetch me a pot of mutton from the Proudling village.
Mutton.
I cannot hear you over the rumbling of my stomach.
Why is this shit just chilling in the street? What's up, Plague Doctor? What's up, Zimmy Johns? Watching your videos got me back into Wiz. About to do Mount Olympus for the first time. Have a good stream. Just don't farm it. Not worth it. Run it once and never again. And then run for the hills. Not the right thing to fight. What's up, Lean Toad? I appreciate it. Shout out. Crazy. Lean Toad 420 might go in the all-time names. Crazy, man. Ah. Is crafting in WIZARD101 worth doing at all? I mean, not to like at least like Grizzleheim crafted is probably the first thing you should do, but you should level your crafting. I think you can also get away until the end game with not having to craft. It can kind of be a smart idea to do too, to wait till you're max and you have to craft. Because you'll gather so many passive reagents and shit if you just pick up everything you ever see while questing and from mobs and shit. You can speedrun the crafting quest pretty easily. Level 25, by the way. Don't worry about crafting then. You're good. You don't gotta worry about it. All the max level gear doesn't require crafting? Really? Oh. No, it's more of just permadeath. There's a bunch of other rules in the description. Badoosh. I've leveled so many characters in this game, I can precisely describe the lore behind the quest he's doing right now. Easy. I wonder if they'll ever give us, like, a count hours on this game. I think that'd be a wild number to see. Oh, man. Count hours may inspire some people to leave the game once they see it. I don't know. Like, there's not a game, I guess, besides Minecraft. But Minecraft also doesn't let you see your account. I bet you that's something they don't even have. I'd be kind of surprised if Wiz has it. How many hours do you think it would take to speedrun max leveling all 7 schools? Like on a single account? 600 hours. On different accounts, 200 hours. Or like more realistically, like 160. How much money would it take to max level all 7 schools? $10. Or $5 if it's your first. So how many hours are in a month? I don't even think you'd have to play. You'd have over a month played. If you did apps, how many hours in a month? You could, Matt. You could do it, 100%. You'd have to account share, and you'd have to have someone dedicated to doing nothing but power questing on the account at all times. But you have 720 hours in a month. It took me what? To actually do all the quests in Wiz, it took me like 80 hours. And I could have probably shaved 5 hours off of that with super efficient gameplay and by getting carried through the entire game. Like, in a hypothetical perfect world, you could easily do it. Now, would it be real? No. Like, it's not realistic. But it's also like, why would, you know, that wasn't the question was hypothetical in nature. You'd absolutely fucking hate yourself by the end of it. Yeah, I did also, but then I wasted time farming. But if you factor in the 5 hours I spent wasted in Aquila and the 5 hours I spent wasted in Darkmoor and the 2 hours wasted in Waterworks, that is pretty much the equivalent of having to play through like Selenopolis and Darkmoor. Minus a couple hours. So I think it's like 75 hours. So, like, you take away those Darkmoor hours, yeah, probably. Probably like 75 hours. Bruh. From the Minion 2 is kind of wild. It's kind of upsetting, even. What I don't get about it, and like I've never account shared, so like this isn't me like defending it. I don't get why it's like a problem. Because it's not like, I guess if you like correlate with someone in a different time zone or some shit and like you share the account, okay, I guess. But it's like to account, like most of the time it's like two people leveling the same wizard. So, like, if my friend came to my house, would he be allowed to account? That is actually so toxic. Yeah, but I don't think it saves them that much money. No, I just like don't understand it. Because then it's yeah, but you can't play on the account at the same time. So how would that like what? You know? I guess if you're not playing on the account at the same time. Yeah, I don't get why it's bad for PvP. I don't get it. There, I played blackjack for the first time. I stood with a 19 on a 10, the dealer flipped a 3, and then I pulled an 8. See, that's where, if you were playing with friends, you should have used your futuristic sight ability and hit the 19 and taken the bullet, so to speak, so your friends could have won. That's what I would do for every single person in streaming. I'd hit my 19 to steal the 3 for you guys. That's just the kind of streamer I am. I just don't see how account sharing would be effective. I don't see how you could do it effectively, is my point. I could have saved the 2 random boomers next to me. You know, they fought in a war, probably. They probably fought in a war. They probably deserve it. It's considered as cheating to go PvP on another person's account. It can be seen as smurfing. Like, again, I get it, but like... I don't know. I feel like it's just like a crazy thing to like. What if I have freaking someone like that's really good at? What if I'm in a call with my friend who's a warlord, and he's telling me exactly what moves to make? Would that be cheating? Would that not be allowed?
My treasures! My treasures! A pox upon your kind, wizard!
I feel like it's a rule that like doesn't really matter. I don't know. There's never been a time I'm like, oh damn, account sharing. Like I wish that was allowed. Just you know. Dang it. Smurfing's weird. I think smurfing's only weird though, because the other reality of it is like, I think this is true for most people, is like most people when they play competitive games aren't like absolutely trying at their hardest, right? So it's like really everyone's smurfing, besides the weird people who are actually trying at their hardest. If you load into a CS lobby without doing like an hour of aim warm up and like fucking learning all the smoke lineups and shit, like you're probably playing below your peak skill level. So in that way you're smurfing. That way everyone's smurfing. You know, you're smurfing. I feel like smurfing used to be a bigger thing people complain about. It's also a bigger thing in games that are like super competitive. But I feel like you mostly hear it in the sense of like your silver teammate in Counter-Strike who's fucking bottom fragging and baby raging because you're not playing how he wants you to play. It's usually him being like, I don't even, dude, this is my Smurf account. Like, I don't know. Smurfing would be like if you were a warlord and you went down to private to like just destroy. You had a second account that was a private, so you could like destroy people and feel good about yourself without really trying. Oh, I hate this fucking puzzle. Night of the Wind, Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, one of these is white, and then one of them is like cream. Fucking remember. The yellow one. I don't think I have these right. Yeah, that's definitely not one. One is black. That's kind of yellowish. That's blue. Is the rose black? Four shields. Where's the fifth shield? Oh, that's... Wait, what? The fuck was that? It's like a snake. Not even an option. Oh, it is totally an option. Okay. Wait, but then which one? Okay, then this one has to be like the piss-colored shit. That I thought. What? Okay, and then that's the rose. Should be that one. Huh? Ah! Night? Okay, this one's definitely the white one. And it's the thing that looks like a beetle. Okay, and then the rose is definitely that one. Okay, and then yellow is definitely that one. And then, what the fuck? Are these two flipped? Puzzle. It's night, beetle, rose, sword, beard. That's what I had. Night, beetle, rose, sword, beard.
The knight's name has been scratched out, but you can
I hate
still
this
make out
game.
the name of the tapestry. All the colors
What the
of
fuck you mean I have to read the tapestry?
Who are you, child? A wizard playing at being a knight? Your quest is at an end. You found the Sword of Kings, and your demise. Ah!
Mallory, this blessed weapon is not for the likes of you. I may be trapped, but I am not powerless.
Damn!
Return with me. Your crimes will not be forgiven, nor your name ever remembered.
You did this, you thrice doomed cur.
Whoa! I am the committee. I'll probably do a drinking stream Friday. OP. Chat, do we think Muro was tapping that? Alright, let's remember which thoughts we should keep inside thoughts and which thoughts should be outside thoughts. Where do you train the plus 275 enchantment? You go to the, like, central hub of Zafaria, and you go talk to the main guy that's there, that, like, right when you walk down that little staircase. And you have to have beaten Zafaria, or be a certain level, I don't know. And it's called Bungle in the Jungle. And that's how you get it. Damn, bro, spamming this for real. Wish there was a bungle in my jungle. Oh! Bazinga. I don't know. If the Patriots lose, it's like, shucks, I wanted them to win. But I don't think it would, like, affect my mood for the day, you know? I feel like my reaction would be like, damn, that sucks, you know? But I'd get over it pretty quickly. I don't think it would affect my mood too much. What death spell has the best Spellement version? Bro, I don't know any of the Spellements, to be honest. I got Zeus helmet in the Senator chest and boots. Bro, you are more than good. You're gonna be overpowered until you get to Mali. Once you hit 52 now in the Bazaar, you can get, like, crazy overpowered gears. So you are more than chilling. Yo, the 10% incoming heal is kind of interesting. And more health. And... Pool is broken. I just feel like, at least in terms of the second arc, Wizlocke, like, none of the Spellements are built in a way where they're like, I mean, I guess Gambit, like, it's just like, I'm never gonna want to Gambit a shield for a Blade, you know? The conditions for that to be used are, like, so... And she is OP. Not gonna, like, that's just not gonna be used. I'm sure it can be like, there's certain content it would be goated for, and, like, I'm sure PvP it has applications and shit. But, like, for me, nah.
You showed me.
Alright, we're about to hit quest 90. I hope we beat Houston too. I just think it just truly is anyone's year. 90 out of 160. But like, the last dungeon's 8 quests. Catacombs goes fast. It's probably gonna be one more stream. We'll be done. Avalon, assuming we do not die.
Would you be able to chase away some red caps and wildfire tree ants so I can feel safe?
She remembered.
Dahlia? Yeah, I think this being a 3-stream world's good pace. I might call it here, honestly. And then tomorrow I'll go live a little bit earlier. Stream for a while. Beat it. Azteca 1-stream world, you're funny. I'll probably call it here. Stream started late. I'm fucking tired. Alright. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Tomorrow we'll be back. We'll finish Avalon. And then we'll press on into Azteca. I don't know. I think tomorrow should have I mean, we did Jabberwock today, which isn't like the least interesting thing ever, but it's not. Yeah. Tomorrow will be the most interesting of the Avalon streams, which I still don't know if that's saying too much. All right. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.